Hello everyone and welcome back to the channel. It's Tom over at Gas. Today in the workshop we've got a Mercedes-Benz A180 coming to us with a rough running engine light on. It's clear to see that the engine's misfiring, but this is a little A180. There's the 176 chassis. First things first, we'll just plug it in and we'll see what fault code, and then I'll just show you a quick and easy way of testing the injectors themselves. So when the vehicle arrived, engine misfiring. Don't want to run it for too long. I'm not sure how long it's been running with the misfire, so I don't want to cause any more damage. But quick scan, we got P020329, injector cylinder 2 as an electrical fault or open circuit. So on this engine, cylinder 1's on the cam belt side, cylinder 4 on the gearbox side. So quick and easy step is we'll get the multimeter out and we'll just check the internal resistance of the injectors. So what I'll do is I'll unplug the second injector. I'll unplug number 1 as well, just to show you the different readings. And I'll just go grab the multimeter and we'll check that now. So we've got the leads going into the injector on the 2 pins, and I'll just switch the meter on to resistance, and we've got about 3.8 kiloohms, so not what we'd expect. We like to see around 200 ohms. What I'll do, just to show you a good injector, I'll take the leads out. And then we've got our reading. We're reading just over 200 kiloohms, which is absolutely perfect for that injector. That is what we want to see. So now all we're going to have to do is remove the injector. Doesn't look too bad on this. We've got a fuel line going in there, leak off pipe, and just the 1 bolt and the clamp. So what I'll do is I'll go ahead and get that removed now. So let's have a look what we're going to need. What I'm going to do is, just so you can all see a little bit better, is just remove this intake pipe. So just a 10mm socket for the nut. There's a couple of bolts which you just need an 8mm socket or a spanner for. And then just a screwdriver to release the clips. And then that pipe's out the way. Just see a little bit better now. So we've just got a leak off pipe to take off, which the little white tabs will lift up. Give it a little bit of a wiggle, and that will pop off there. That's your little leak off pipe. You need a 17mm spanner just to undo your fuel lines. I'm just using their 17mm fuel line socket there. Just a little bit easier to get on the bottom one. So I'll crack that off. And I've just loosened that, and then that will remove out the way, which leaves me access for the injector clamp bolt, which I just need a 10mm socket. And I'll crack that off. And there we have it, bolt removed. Chuck that bolt away now. That needs replacing every time you do any. Remove the bolt. And to get the injector out, there's a couple of ways. You can get our injector puller on it. But what we'll do is we'll just give it a bit of a wiggle. It's not that tight in there. And that's starting to lift out now. It's come out with the injector seal, which is good. If not, we'll have to get that at the bottom. And then obviously your clamp, just remove that from the injector. So there's our old one out. What I'm going to do is just clean down the hole, clean the injector seat, and then we'll put our new injector in. So now we've got the injector hole all cleaned up, we've got all the injector seat nice and clean. There's no need to recut it, it's not damaged at all, so we've just cleaned that all up. Now what we've got is our new injector. Now this Mercedes actually uses a Renault engine. The price for an injector from Mercedes is over £400 for a new one, whereas I could pick up a Renault one brand new for half the price. So same injector, so just a little tip there to save you some money. It doesn't come with the injector seal that I've had to get from Mercedes. Also, along with my new bolt I've got from Mercedes. So when I put the injector in, just put the copper washer on the bottom. Can go either way, and then what I use is some Mercedes special grease just to put on the injector, just to save it getting seized in there in the future if we ever need to remove it. And then what I do is I'll get my clamp, put the clamp on, and then feed it back in the hole. So now we've got the injector in the hole. Now I'll get my new bolt. I'll wind that in. And then we'll tighten that bolt up to 30 newton meters, Just use a small extension so we don't lose too much torque. And then that is done. What we'll do now is we'll put our fuel line back on. I'll just nip them up tight. And we'll put our leak off pipe back on. Just pushes over the top of the injector. Let it click. And we'll push the white tabs down just to lock it in place. We'll disconnect our multimeter and we'll plug the injectors back in. Now what we'll have to do is code the injector in. So on top of the injector they'll have a 5-digit code which we'll need to enter into the control unit. So I'll just put the ignition on, communicate with the car, and then I'll put that new number in now. So I've just got to program the injector in now. It's actually 6 digits, not 5. We'll go into injector 2 and we'll edit that number. And then we got capital A, C, H, G, H, J. And what we'll do is we'll program that. If it doesn't like it, it will soon tell us function has completed. So that's all programmed. What we'll do is we'll go back, we'll clear the codes. No codes present. We'll get the intake pipe on and we'll just start it up and make sure it's running alright. So that one is done. Not too bad of a job, nice easy fix really. Like I say, just tested the injector, clear to see that the injector was at fault. So at the time of the repair, Mercedes do an exchange injector. Still works out a bit more than the genuine new Renault injector, but that wasn't available, so that's why we've gone for the Renault one. Exactly the same injector, same numbers on top. Obviously A180 uses the Renault platform. If it's an A200, A220 with a 651, you're not going to be able to get the injector from Renault because that is Mercedes' own engine. So I hope you found this short video useful. Thanks for watching, and don't forget to like the video, subscribe to the channel if you've not done so already, and we'll see you on the next one.